Hi everyone, my name is Carrington Materno, and today I'm going to be talking about employee performance controls and how different types of feedback can impact both employees and overall organizational performance. To start, performance control is the process managers use to evaluate how well employees are doing compared to their expectations. It involves setting clear standards, measuring actual performance, and making adjustments when those two don't match. So instead of just observing employees, managers are actively making sure that work is contributing to organizational goals. This is important because without some type of system in place, it becomes really difficult to know what's working and what's not, and where improvements are needed. This becomes important because performance control gives managers the ability to improve results, not just observe them. By tracking performance consistently, managers can step in early, fix issues, and prevent small problems from turning into bigger ones. It also creates structure, which helps employees understand exactly what's expected of them and what success looks like. When expectations are clear, employees tend to perform better because there's less confusion about their roles and responsibilities. In real work environments, performance control is happening all the time, even if it's not always formal. At my job, for example, managers do not wait until the end of shift to evaluate performance. They're constantly adjusting things in real time. If communication breaks down or services slows down, they step in immediately to fix it. That could mean reassigning roles, helping with customer flow, or correcting mistakes as they happen. That real time involvement is what keeps everything running smoothly and prevents issues from building up. Recently, some companies have shifted towards focusing more on positive feedback. Instead of focusing heavily on mistakes, they highlight what employees are doing well and try to build on those strengths. The idea behind this is that when employees feel recognized and appreciated, they're more motivated to continue performing at a high level. It also creates a more supportive work environment, which can improve overall job satisfaction and reduce turnover at the end of the day. One reason positive feedback works is because recognition reinforces behavior. When employees know exactly what they're doing right, they're more likely to repeat those same actions. It also builds confidence, especially in roles that involve teamwork or customer interaction, where attitudes and communication really matter. Another benefit is that it strengthens relationships between employees and managers, which makes communication easier and more effective. However, research shows that feedback needs to be specific and meaningful. If it's too general, it doesn't actually help employees understand what to keep doing. Even though positive feedback is helpful, relying on it alone can create a gap. Employees might feel good about their performance, but they may not fully understand what it needs to improve. Over time, that can lead to repeated mistakes or lower performance because expectations aren't clearly communicated. It can also reduce accountability since employees aren't being challenged to fix or grow. So, while positive feedback helps motivation, it doesn't always provide the direction needed for improvement. That's where a more direct approach comes in. Some organizations focus on clear, honest feedback, even when it's negative, so employees know exactly where they stand. This can be very effective because it removes confusion and gives employees a clear understanding of what needs to be changed. It also reinforces accountability, which can push performance to a higher level. But at the same time, if it's too harsh or too consistent, it can hurt morale and make employees feel discouraged instead of motivated. When you compare both approaches, they actually serve different purposes. Positive feedback supports motivation engagement, and confidence, while direct feedback provides clarity and helps employees improve. If a manager only focuses on one, something important is missing. Employees might feel supported, but not improve, or they might improve and feel stressed and unappreciated. So both approaches are useful, but only when they are used together. That's why the most effective approach is to balance between the two. Managers need to recognize what employees are doing well and while also being honest about what needs to improve. This creates a system where employees feel supported but also understand exactly how to grow. From my own experience, managers who use both styles were the most efficient and effective. They gave positive feedback when it was deserved, but they were also clear about what needed to change, which helped me improve and eventually move into a leadership role. To wrap everything up, performance control is essential because it is directly impacts how well employees and teams perform. Feedback plays a huge role in that process. Relying on only one type of feedback isn't enough. A balanced approach that combines motivation with clear direction is what's needed to lead and is the strongest and most consistent performance over time. When managers use both support and accountability, they're able to help employees succeed while also maintaining high standards. Thank you so much.